incomplete to open things up. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check the backer, check the backer. Out, 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 out. Safe, safe, safe. Check 9, check 9. Raider 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now. 180. 180. We're good, we're good. 180.
To throw, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Dalton now to pass. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
80 weapon. Show it up. He's right. He's checking. Crash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52, Mike 52. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
From the gun, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check 43. Slam.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going. We got double up.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Carr completes it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Check 31.
On first down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Check. White. Topper. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Bang. Coming down. Bang. That's it.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Get ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. Go, Chief. Here we go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Bravo.
Throwing again. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We're good.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Preston Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Carr now to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shit. Check. Hand me. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not new.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
SOS. White Monday down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Fresno. Right down. 3. Check. Crunch. Low.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We got this.
First and 10. 50-yard
You're mine.
Richard. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, watch it. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Who's right? Later 8. Check the crowd.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lucky. 36. Express.
Counter play with Jacobs. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Check 13. 6-18. Jim. Hey, Mike 52. Get down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go.
I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's it. Big hit.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
It's Mixon on the counter, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton here from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets it down to the 32. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw again. Carr. They'll rifle this from deep right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
52-93, 44.
All right, here's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Wall, get wall. Big ass. Showing up. He's checking.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Slam. 93.
To throw is Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, Mike 7. 54. Mike 54.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Hands up. Lead. 25 to Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hands up.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage,